Restructuring contracts is a new and exciting feature that EA introduced into Madden 24 franchise mode. In this short video, I explain how restructuring contracts works and how to do so. But just remember, when restructuring contracts, there's a few things to take into account. For starters, in the most simplest explanation possible, a contract restructuring is simply taking a portion of a player's base salary for a season and converting it into a signing bonus. That player gets the money as a signing bonus at the time of the restructuring, and it reduces how much they are paid throughout this season and spreads it out over the duration of the contract. Another thing to note is that not every contract can be restructured. For example, players on their last deal of the contract cannot be restructured, and also rookie contracts cannot be restructured, as rookie contracts cannot be negotiated unless they are extended after a few years or a 5th year option is picked up. Finally, just because you save a little bit of money now when restructuring contracts, it can have negative effects as it becomes more expensive to release or trade that player because of their player release penalty, and it can mess up your cap space down the line as you have to pay them a little bit more during the duration of their contract. So those are a few things to take into account. Now, how do you actually do one? Well, Madden actually made it extremely simple. So how I do it is I just go into manage roster. I go into team salaries, and once I'm here, I can actually see what I'm working with. So I'm going to actually restructure the contract of Braden Smith. So right now I'm paying him $12.8 million in bonus. I'm saving 16 mil if I would have cut him, and I'm incurring a penalty of 9 million. And as you can see, in 2023, I'm paying him 19 mil. In 2024, I'm supposed to be paying him 16.7 mil. In 2025, when his contract ends, I'm going to be paying him 19.8 mil. That's going to be a cap hit. As you can see on here, it says restructure contract. So let me just explain to you what I mean. So for example, I can't restructure Blake Freeland because he's on a rookie deal. As you can see, I go right back up to Braden Smith, who is actually eligible for a contract restructure, and you can see triangle to restructure that contract. If I were to go through and actually do all, you can actually see some of the players that I can restructure. I can restructure Quentin Nelson. I can restructure D-Buck, Grover. I can't restructure Pittman. He's on the last deal of his contract. I can't restructure Kenny. He's on the last deal of his contract. Again, Braden Smith, Montez Sweat, I can't do because he's on the last deal of his contract. I don't believe that you can actually restructure a contract the same year you just signed. I'm just going to press triangle, and Madden actually made it automatic. So it says restructuring right tackle Braden Smith to free up $9.95 million in cap space this season. $4.97 will be added per year to the final 2 years of his contract. 4.97 times 2 is about 9.94. That's where they get that number from. So the 2023 cap space after restructuring is 45.2 mil. You can see it goes up about 10 mil. So it goes up about, like they said, 9.75 mil, whatever they just said. My estimated cap space after a restructure next year is 101 mil. So it tells me based off of like who I have on the books at the moment, what my estimated cap space will be next year. So let's just go ahead and actually do this. I'm going to confirm this. And as you can see, success, contract restructured. So now you can see that the penalty went to whatever it just was, to 23.9 million. I'm literally not saving anything now. Before I was saving 16 mil, but I'm incurring more. So now I actually have to keep him, especially for the season, because me actually trading him hurts me even more. But you can see it freed up some cap space. I have 45.2 mil in cap space now. However, if you look at years 2024 and 2025, you can actually see that amount that they said I was going to have to pay each year actually is correct and actually got added to what I was supposed to be paying them before the restructure. So this is exactly how, if you just go through and restructure everybody's contract, yeah, sure, you might have a lot of cap space now, but it's definitely going to mess up your cap space a lot more down the line. So you kind of have to be strategic when actually restructuring your contract. You can't just restructure the big contracts and think you're saving money. No, you still owe them their money. You still got to pay them their money. That's pretty much just take into account. If there's players that you want, you could possibly get them. Or if there's 1 year players or 2 year players that you possibly want, you could possibly restructure some contracts to get it done. But if you don't need to free up some cap space, I wouldn't recommend just restructuring every contract. If you wanted to, I say, hey, go ahead and try and see how it works out for you. And that's how you restructure a contract. I hope this video helped. If it helped you, please leave a like on this video. It helps. It pushes this video out for more people to see, helps the channel grow. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I do a lot of franchise videos in this, MLB The Show, and possibly NHL 24. And I also have a playlist in the description of a lot of different Madden franchise tips videos that you guys might actually like. If you guys enjoyed this video, you can watch the video on the left to see just exactly how to manage your contracts in Madden 24, and you could click the video on the right to see the best CPU versus CPU sliders that you could possibly use in Madden 24. I love you guys to the moon and back. I'm out. Peace.
Best YouTuber in the world, sub to Cosmos, best YouTuber in the world. Yeah, great content back to back. Bitch dropping like flapjacks. Like, comment, need feedback. 1K subs, appreciate that. For a moolah, stay on track. Keep on shining my stars. I love you to the moon and back.